Are you feeling the financial FOMO? Do you think you're not great with money? Well, fear not. You might be doing better than your bank balance lets on. From sense to sense. Stay tuned to find out the hidden signs that you're wealthier than you realize. Hello, savvy savers and budgeting buffs. Welcome back to Fun Financial Insights, where we make finance fun. Today, we're diving deep into the topic that's sure to put a smile on your face and more cash in your wallet. It's all about recognizing the financial wins you're already achieving. So buckle up as we count down the top 7 ways to know you're doing better than you think you are financially. Let's dive into our first financial win, and it's a big one. Your savings account isn't just a myth. Now I know what you're thinking. Savings accounts? What's that? How might it be a mythical creature like a unicorn? But no, my friends, it's real and it's fabulous. Having a savings account is like having a financial guardian angel. It's there to watch over you, grow with you, and most importantly, save you from those "oh no" moments. And if you've got one, you're already ahead of the game. But it's not just about having an account, it's about nurturing it. Even if you're saving just a little bit each month, you're building a foundation for the future you. Think of it as planting a money tree, and every dollar you save is a seed that will one day bear fruit. Now let's talk some numbers. If you save $5 a day, that's $1,825 a year. That might not sound like a fortune, but over 5 years, that's over $9,000, enough for a dream vacation, a used car, or a sizable chunk of a down payment on a house. Let's not forget about interest. The average savings account interest rate in the U.S. is around 0.06%. While it might not seem like a huge amount, compound interest works its magic over time, turning your small savings into a mountain of money. It's like your money is having babies, and those babies are having babies. It's a family affair. But the real magic of a savings account, it's peace of mind. Knowing you have that cushion can turn a financial disaster into a minor hiccup. Car broke down? No problem. Unexpected medical bills? You've got it covered. So if you've been faithfully feeding that piggy bank, give yourself a pat on the back. You're not just dreaming of a better financial future, you're actively building it. And that, my friends, is the true power of a savings account. Number 2, you're not living paycheck to paycheck. Living paycheck to paycheck is like trying to juggle flaming torches while riding a unicycle. Impressive if you can pull it off, but also a recipe for disaster. So, how do you know you're not in the precarious position? When you hit the grocery stores, it's not a high-stakes poker game where every item feels like an all-in bet. You're not sweating over whether to buy the fancy organic kale or the budget-friendly iceberg lettuce. You've got room to breathe. Your bill due dates don't haunt your dreams. You're not juggling overdue notices like flaming swords. Instead, you calmly pay your bills, maybe even ahead of time. It's like a serene yoga session for your finances. When friends invite you to an impromptu weekend getaway or a spontaneous shopping spree, you can say no without feeling like a financial failure. You've got priorities, and they don't involve maxing out your credit card for a selfie with a giant rubber duck. So if you're nodding along, give yourself a virtual high five. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. And remember, it's not about the cha-ching, it's about the peace of mind. Number 3, you have an emergency fund. Having an emergency fund isn't just a good idea, it's a cornerstone of financial well-being. It's the buffer between you and life's unexpected twists, like when your phone decides to take a swim or your pet eats something they shouldn't. But how do you know when your emergency fund is up to snuff? Here are a few signs. Number 1, it covers 3 to 6 months of expenses. A robust emergency fund should cover at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It's like having a financial fortress that shields you from the storms of uncertainty. And if you're thinking, but I can barely cover next week's groceries, don't fret. Start small. Even a $500 buffer can be a lifesaver when the unexpected hits. Number 2, you're not scared of the what ifs. If the thought of a sudden job loss or a major repair doesn't send you into a panic, your emergency fund is doing its job. It's the financial equivalent of a warm hug on a cold day. Remember, it's not about fearing the future, it's about being prepared for it. Number 3, you've got it separated. Your emergency fund isn't mingling with your daily spending money. It's tucked away in a separate account, quietly growing and waiting for its time to shine. And no, your vacation fund doesn't count as an emergency unless it's an emergency relaxation intervention. And number 4, it's liquid. Your emergency fund is easily accessible. You don't have to sell a kidney or break into a time-locked safe to get it. It's as liquid as your favorite beverage on a hot day. If you got these bases covered, give yourself a round of applause. You're not just surviving, you're thriving with a financial safety net that's got your back. We're about halfway through our journey of discovery, and I've got a question for you. Are you enjoying the ride? If you've been nodding along and learning a thing or two, then do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It's the best way to keep up with all your money moves. And don't go anywhere because we've got a golden nugget of financial wisdom coming your way. In the second half, we're going to dive into the mystical world of credit scores. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Moving on to number 4, you're crushing your debt. Debt, the dreaded D word. It can feel like a dark cloud over your financial landscape, but not for you, my friend. You're not just chipping away at it, you're crushing it with the might of a financial superhero. You've taken the bull by the horns and are tackling your debt head on. You're not content with making the minimum payments, you're doubling down, throwing every extra penny at those balances. It's not just about paying off what you owe, it's about freeing yourself from the chains of interest that accumulate over time. You've got a strategy, a plan of attack. You're not randomly throwing money at your debt, hoping all disappears. No, you're methodical, targeting high-interest debts first or knocking out small balances for quick wins. It's a calculated assault on the fortress of debt, and you're winning. And let's talk about new debt. You've put a freeze on it. No new loans, no new credit cards. You're determined to see that balance hit 0, and nothing's going to stop you. Every time you pay off a bit more, you celebrate. Maybe it's a happy dance in your living room or treating yourself to a nice coffee. These victories, big or small, are milestones on your journey to financial freedom. The best part? You're not losing sleep over debt anymore. You've taken control. And with each payment, you're not just paying down what you owe, you're building up your peace of mind. That's the real victory. Not just the numbers going down, but the stress levels too. So keep at it, debt crushers. Every payment is a step towards a brighter financial future. And when you finally make that last payment, the sky's the limit. You've got this. Number 5, your credit score is climbing. A climbing credit score is a beacon of your financial health. It's a sign that lenders trust you, that doors are opening, and opportunities are on the horizon. It's not just a number, it's a passport to financial possibilities. You've been paying your bills on time, keeping those credit card balances low, and avoiding unnecessary debt like it's a pothole on the road to riches. You're managing your credit like a pro, and it shows. And with each step up the credit ladder, you're not just improving your chances for better interest rates on loans and credit cards, you're also building a reputation as someone who handles their finances with care and precision. So if your credit score is on the rise, take a moment to appreciate the journey. It's a testament to your hard work, your dedication, and your commitment to financial excellence. Keep up the great work, and remember, a good credit score is like a good friend. It can open doors and make life a little easier. Here's to climbing higher and reaching those financial peaks. Number 6, you're investing in your future. The world of investments, where your money gets to stretch its legs, explore new horizons, and maybe even sip a pina colada on a beach. Okay, maybe not that last part. But if you're investing, you're already playing the long game, my friend. Number 1, you've got a financial compass. Investing without a plan is like sailing without a compass. You might end up in the Bermuda Triangle of financial confusion, but not you. You've got a map, a financial compass pointing towards your goals. Whether it's retirement, buying a house, or funding your dream llama farm, you're steering in the right direction. Number 2, you're diversifying like a pro. Remember that old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket? Well, you've taken it to heart. You've not just invested in one stock or crypto coin, you're spreading the love across different assets. Because when one basket gets a little wobbly, the others have your back. It's like having a financial safety net made of metaphorical baskets. Number 3, you're not timing the market. Market timing is like trying to catch a falling star. It's magical thinking. But you You're in it for the long haul. You're not panicking when the market dips or doing victory dances when it soars, because you know that time in the market beats timing the market. Plus, dancing with stars is exhausting. Number 4, you're learning the lingo. ROIs, ETFs, IRAs, it's like a secret language, and you're becoming fluent. You're not Googling what a bull market is during dinner conversations. Nope, you're nodding sagely as sayings like, ah yes, the bull market. Fascinating. And if someone mentions a bear market, you don't panic. You just imagine a bear taking a nap. It's oddly satisfying. Number 5, you're not checking your portfolio every hour. Obsessively checking your portfolio is like watching a pot boil. It won't make it happen faster. You're cool, calm, and collected. Maybe you check it once a month or when Mercury is in retrograde, whichever comes first. And remember, investing isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about building wealth over time. So keep those investments simmering. Number 7, you have financial goals. Setting sail on the vast ocean of finances without a destination? Not you. You've charted your course with financial goals and are as clear as the North Star on a crisp, clear night. Having financial goals is like having a GPS for your wealth. It doesn't matter if you're saving for a rainy day, planning for retirement, or dreaming of a round-the-world trip. Your goals are the roadmap to your financial success. You're not wandering aimlessly in the wilderness of spending and saving. No, you've got targets, milestones, and checkpoints. You're on a mission, and every dollar saved is a step closer to your personal treasure. And these aren't just goals, they're SMART goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. You're not just saying, I want to be rich. You're laying out the how, the when, and the how much. So, if you've got your financial goals lined up like ducks in a row, give yourself a round of applause. You're not just dreaming, you're doing. And that's what sets you apart on the financial journey of enlightenment. Keep those goals in sight, and remember, every journey begins with a single step, or in this case, a single dollar. Thank you for tuning in to Fun Financial Insights. And if you found value in our time together, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment letting me know which of these signs you're hitting out of the park. Until next time, keep counting your wins no matter how small, because they all add up to a life rich in more ways than one.